Well, Christmas is coming, but it's coming with great news for any Manchester United supporter. Welcome to the Hotspot. My name is Webb. This edition belongs to one man, Jean-Claire Todibo. As it is now, the battle to sign the niche centre-back is taking a different twist because clubs are becoming so much interested in him. In January, he could be leaving niche, but the question is, where does he go? Here is why I think Manchester United should do everything to sign Todibo in January. My name is Webb. Welcome to the Hotspot. I'm still fighting my cold, fam. So, nice dawati, yeah. But anyway, let's get into it. So, Tottenham Hotspurs, who, by the way, have been hit by probably more injuries than Manchester United. They have about 12 injuries. Most of their star players are injured. Now, that's why they've been struggling in the past games. They've been beaten. They were beaten at home most recently by Aston Villa. That came from behind to beat them. So it's not looking good for them. So they are quickly looking to fix things because what started like a good season, a brilliant season for them, is seeming to become worse by the day. So what have they got to do? The January transfer window is what they're looking at to strengthen themselves. Now, they are looking at a centre-back, and Jean-Claire Todibo is the obvious one. If you look around the centre-backs in the world, to be honest, there are not so many potentially available centre-backs that are good enough to come and fit into the big competition we are seeing now in the Premier League. So Todibo is certainly wanted by so many. Spurs want him. So does Liverpool. They have also shown interest in signing Todibo because there doesn't seem to be a clear partner for Van Dijk. So it's a tight situation when it comes to Todibo and where he will go. So Manchester United has got to make moves. But here is why I think United should move quickly, swiftly, to go and sign the French 23-year-old centre-back who can also play as a right-back. The time United is in now requires a whole boost. Because United is looking like they're restarting with Maino in, with Rasmus Højlund picking up, with Facundo Pedistri coming in and throwing in a ring for a place, with Alejandro Garnacho scoring the best Premier League goal we've seen. Obviously, this is a time, if you're going to rebuild anything, you've got to be bringing in all the important players now so that you start building early with all the players. Because right now, clearly, Man United is in a transition. A clear phase of transition. You need to bring in the players early in the transition when you still have time to salvage something for you. So clearly, we are still, holding on to grass when we talk of Maguire and Lindelof as our big centre backs. We are still holding on to grass. We need a big centre back. The moment that comes in, trust me, you see already Kobe Maino, a big holding midfielder, has lifted up the entire team. So does the return of Luke Shaw. When you bring in a centre back now, the whole project is going to be lifted. Andrew Onana is going to show us the world-class level I believe he is at. We are going to see better from Rasmus Højlund. Bruno Fernandes is going to do better. Everyone is going to be lifted up. So for me, Manchester United has got to move so fast and sign Todibo in January. Let's forget about the idea that maybe because of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, we are attached to him and maybe he can wait for us. The player might choose not to go to Man United. If Liverpool is calling right now, if Spurs is calling, they look like they're building something good. Liverpool as well looks like their project is, continuous, is stable. It will be more attractive to some of these players because the United project is still not exactly, convincing. So these players know it and they see it. So Todibo could choose to go to any of the two. So Man United has got to take advantage because I think on paper, logically, Man United should have a better advantage over Todibo than any of the teams owing to our connection with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. But also the fact that we know there is that car clause that allowed Newcastle to be able to get players in Jan from any club they're affiliated to. I think the fact that we are by default affiliated to Niche going forward after the confirmation of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, we should have the first refusal advantage when it comes to Todibo. We've got to make use of everything we can to get Todibo, even if it means sell Varane in Jan, because the exact amount of money we could get for Varane in Saudi could be enough for us to get Todibo, or just adding a little bit, topping it up a little bit. Sell whoever you need to sell to bring in Todibo in Jan because he can be available for about 39 to 40 million quid. Imagine 39 to 40 million pounds. That's not a lot of money for such a world-class player. He has got such a low rating. He should be, one of the most expensive centre backs because he's one of the hottest in the world. So United has got a big opportunity to sign him, but we might again sleep on it and we lose him the way we lost Kim Min-jae. I don't think we are still in the situation where we were. And I can't blame anyone or Ten Hag or a lot of people for our failure to sign Kim Mijé, because the circumstances then were different. The money was not there. All our players were at their worst. No one would want to sign a single player from United. We're a whole project in, just there. We're a project not exciting. There were so many options. Mhm. But right now, I think our project looks exciting, and it's all because of the return of the arrival of Kobe Maino. You all see the energy that Kobe Maino has brought into United, from the players, the captain, the coach, the supporters. The whole energy around United is good. The whole vibe is good. So a player would be excited to join us now. So we need to be moving right now. Our scouts, if we have any, or not even scouts, the guys who negotiate, the real guys who cook at these deals, should be spending money on flights in between London and in between Manchester and Nice, because France is not so far away from the UK. I think on a train from London to UK is 4 hours. So meaning maybe from Manchester to UK it could be what, 8 hours. Okay, get 4 hours to London, and then 4 hours from London to France, to Paris. I think it's 4 hours. So I think Nice. So it should be around. It's possible even by train. You don't need to spend. What I'm saying is, you don't need to spend our money on flights. The way money was wasted by these guys trying to get Dijon, only for them to get Christian Eriksen for free. I mean, let me not go back there. I mean, those are days of John Mata and Richard Arnold. These guys are leaving. Respect to them. Bye bye. Let's focus on the right things, because now I think we have the right people. We need to be doing everything to be there first. We've got the advantage, but we can sleep on it. United is not for sleep. Imagine if we had Todibo playing alongside Lisandro Martinez. But Todibo is on the right-hand side of the central defense. Lisandro Martinez on the left. Luke Shaw on the left, as the left back. Wan-Bissaka or Dalot, I don't care who is on the right back, on the right. Then in the middle, you've got Kobe Maino playing next to, even if it's Amrabat or Evika Scott or Casemiro, because I think it should be Casemiro when he returns, when he's there. So playing next to Casemiro. Then you've got Bruno Fernandes playing as the number 10. Then have Rasmus Højlund up top as your number 9, obviously. Alejandro Garnacho on the left, and anyone, not Anthony, Facundo Peristri, or bring back Mason Greenwood and put him on that left, invert him. Oh, goodness. Orgasmic stuff, orgasmic stuff, orgasmic stuff, my guys. United has got an opportunity to correct wrongs that have given us headache. To be honest, post Sir Alex Ferguson, I've never been in a position where I felt like, okay, this looks good. Like I feel confident in what's happening. And yet, you realize we don't have any star big name players. We don't have a Di Maria. We don't have one of the hottest players in the world. We don't have Alexis Sanchez, name them Falcao. We are having little close to unknown players, newbies, but for me, it looks as more exciting than it has ever been post Alex Ferguson. This is United, but we've got to make the right decisions at the right time. And the right decision now is for Manchester United to do whatever it takes to ensure that Jean-Claude Todibo comes in Jan. And I know there have been reports that United is looking to boost 4 departments in Jan. It's okay if we can do that. Obvious, for me, I don't care. Even if the only signing United made in Jan for me is Todibo, the centre-back. If Kobe Maino is fit, I'm okay. If we have no money, let's not rush to get players who are even not good enough in Jan. They may not be available. If we just get Todibo, you will see what I'm talking about. Manchester United will look firm. He will hold that team from the back. You saw what Van Dijk used to do with Liverpool when he was at his prime. He would hold that team like this. That's what a huge, big centre-back does. A good centre-back, that's what he does. And that's what a good holding midfielder does, Kobe Maino. That's what a good number 10 does, Bruno Fernandes. And that's why a top striker does in Rasmus Højlund. We have all the things we need in all facets if we just get Jean-Claude Todibo. £40 million, peanuts should be for Manchester United. Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Webb. Let me know whether we are leading this race to sign one of the hottest centre-backs in global football today. I'll see you later, fam. Bye-bye.